We were there. We have been reaching out to everyone we met. We're actually going to demo a little bit of the product right now. So we actually had a lot of people call our phone from SolarCon. It was interesting. One guy tried to be Elmo, get some help with a broken chair. We had some other guys. Um,
But that led to him going and talking to his board about
that's
us,
right.
and now he wants a meeting.
That's
So,
right.
you know, um, yeah, everybody out there looking into AI, when you call these callers, um, I know it's in your head, you know you're talking to an AI. I would advise talking to it like you would talk to your friend, um,
Yeah.
like you would just call anybody, any business, and just start talking to them. These things are not prompted. They don't have programmed responses. They are conversational. They will talk to you. They will answer your questions. There is a flow. It's as human like as you can possibly get. Um, so that that's my recommendation to everybody out there looking at AI, because it seems these people call it, and they need the help, and they want the help, and they know it's the solution, but they're trying everything in their power to make it not, and it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you do that? Why won't you just call it and act like you're a customer, and and see how it works? Because I guarantee you, it's better than having to repeat, like when you call AT&T and they ask about your bill and your balance, and then all they should keep saying is, how would you like to pay? 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 And it never goes back. This thing will talk to you. It will have a conversation. It'll tell you anything you want, um, within reason.
Yeah.
They do have objectives, that's for sure. They're not going to sit there and have a 30-minute conversation with you. And you don't want that either as a business owner, because, those cost money. Um, and just putting it out there, the hotel we stayed at, they are actually using AI callers as their
Receptionist.
hotel
Yep.
receptionists. You don't have to press any buttons. You can tell her whatever they want. She has all the information. It was actually semi impressive. They could use help on their prompts, but other than that, it was great. And answered all the time. We called at the same time. 100 people could call at the same time. Uh, so it's definitely getting out there, and people are using it.
Yeah, that's one thing we've noticed going through all the recordings is that when you talk to it like a robot, it actually doesn't really that it trips itself up when you're robotic. But that's true in life too. Like if I talk to Chris like this, Chris will be like, "Stop it." It's like if you if you, if you're robotic towards it, it becomes robotic towards you, just like in real life. So just talk to it. Like when you're talking to a when you know you're talking to an AI, literally just talk to it. It works way better when you just speak. Even if you know it's AI, we've been finding when people know it's AI and it's say, "Oh, how are you doing today?" Right? It just sounds just like this. "Oh, hey, I'm with this company, whatever. How are you doing today?" "Oh, you're an AI, aren't you?" I'm like, dude, just talk to like a person. Just be human to it, and it will help you. So it always works better that way. What we wanted to do today is play an example. So we're going to play an appointment setter, but we kind of want to break down the call as well. And so just run everybody through how it's calling. So Chris, while I pull this up, I have it pulled up, but I want to make sure everybody hears it. So if I go here and I go dink, and we just go a tab. Boom. Okay. So this is an appointment being set. And so we are gonna click play on this, my friend. Chris, let me know if you can hear it. Just give me like a thumbs up or nod or something. Make sure we got volume.
Hey, Kyle. This is Joseph from Sunday Solar. How's it going today?
Let's go.
So yeah, just say hi. This is Joseph from Sunday Solar. What's up? So this is from an ad that's being ran, and they're calling out like the person clicks on an ad, gives them their phone number. I want solar type thing, right? So uh, I'll restart it. But sorry, I should have prefaced that. This is not a cold call. This is somebody responding to an ad.
A warm lead.
Hey, Kyle. This is Joseph from Sunday Solar. How's it going today?
It's going pretty good. What's up?
That's great to hear. I'm reaching out because you showed interest in solar energy through our Instagram ad. I wanted to see if you'd be open to discussing how solar can benefit your home. Do you have
Da-
a few minutes?
Dang, bro, I just clicked on that ad for real, but like you guys said that I get a free solar system. So I'm like, all right, let's see what a free solar system looks like.
Speed to lead, baby. They called it boom. This was called within like I think a minute and a half of somebody putting their phone number in. So, and then also the ad, just so you guys know, the ad says, free solar system. You guys have probably all seen those, like free solar system on your roof through your utility company or something like that. Utility giving away free solar system, right? That's the kind of ad that this showed. So that's what he's questioning. So,
I totally get that, Kyle. A free solar system sounds intriguing, right? But just to clarify, we offer a free assessment to see how solar can work for your specific home. Every situation is unique, so we'd love to help you understand the benefits. Would you be interested in setting up an appointment to dive deeper into this? We can do.
and how many times would you get on the phone and some like if a human gets on the phone and they go, hey, I'm just reaching out. You clicked on our ad. How you doing? What's going on? Oh yeah, I saw you guys are giving away free solar systems. What's a human response? Oh, we actually don't give away them for free. We give away them for a super discounted price. Right? That's your very next line. What's somebody gonna do in that situation, Chris? You lied to me.
Generally, hang up. Yeah.
Yeah, you lied to me. Hang up. Or it's like if it's free, like just instantly. Of course, we give away free solar systems, which is never true. Don't believe any company that says it's 100% free. Obviously, even PPAs you do pay. Like I won't get into it, but PPAs technically are free, just so you guys know. But anyways, he handled it like a
Technically.
champ. Yeah, in a technically way they're free, but he handled it like a champ. Okay, so anyways, we'll keep going.
Do it in person or virtually, whatever works best for you. Do
Nah,
you
I
feel
don't.
that?
Yeah, I don't really want to. You said the ad said free solar system. So now I'm like, okay, how do I get a free solar system? So, but if it's just a free assessment, I don't want that.
I totally get where you're coming from, Kyle. The free solar system part is about the potential savings and incentives you could qualify for. The assessment helps us figure out what works best for your home. Would you be open to a quick assessment to see if you can benefit from solar?
Well, what kind of incentives are there?
Great question. There are various incentives like tax credits, rebates, and financing options that can significantly reduce your overall costs. Each home is.
Dude, seriously, doesn't sound like it's reading a script, but go back again. Like, what's a human gonna do? Right? What's a human gonna do?
Yeah.
What kind of incentives are there? Oh, you can get $10,000 off. Well, that's not free. I want, I want a 60% off, 40% off. No, I want 100% off. Right, dude? It handled it like a boss.
Well,
But
yeah, and the guy once he said, "Oh, I don't want that," he didn't accept that. He said, "I totally understand," but went on and kind of redirected him and brought him back around to obviously keep him on the phone.
yeah, it is so good. So here, I'll back it up just a few seconds because he's about to set the appointment. So here we go.
your overall costs. Each home is different, so the assessment will help us identify what you might qualify for. Does that sound like something you'd want to explore?
Yeah, well, can it reduce it to basically free?
Absolutely, Kyle. The goal is to maximize your savings. What do you think about setting up that assessment?
Okay, so you guys can get incentives and maybe I literally qualify for a free solar system. You're telling me that?
Yes, that's the idea, Kyle. With the right incentives, you could end up with a system that costs you very little or even nothing out of pocket.
Which is the best way to say yes without saying yes? Because in solar, you can't. There's tons of incentives you can qualify for, right? Up to, I mean, the federal tax credit, local incentives, things like that, company incentives, okay? And so most of the time, people are going to get 30%. But if you qualify, you can get a PPA, which actually is free. So this guy's going through. He's leaving it open for all the options for the closer to deal with that, right? But he's booking the call. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so, like, some people could say, yeah, he's being vague, but you need to be in solar because you're going to get like 6 or 7 different financing options. So you don't want to run through them all in the appointment. You can only do that when you know what their house is with the assessment, right? So,
Yeah, you can't give a
dude, he
quote.
crushes it. It's very hard to give a solar quote without looking at the home at least. But anyways,
Would you be interested in scheduling that assessment to see what you qualify for?
Yeah.
and once again, seeing what you qualify for is on two fronts: how big of a system, but also just like what loan products you qualify for. One of them could be a PPA, which is free, technically free. So nothing he's saying is wrong, and he's keeping him hooked with all of his answers. It's amazing. Better than me. I couldn't set an appointment like this. Maybe I could.
Scheduling that assessment to see what you qualify for?
Yeah. Okay, I can do that.
Awesome. How about we set up an appointment for 3 hours from now, or would tomorrow work better for you?
What time is it right now?
It's currently 3 o'clock. Would you prefer to meet in person or virtually around 6 today, or would tomorrow work better for you?
We can do virtually today around 6. Can you do 7? Let's do 7 tonight.
7 works perfectly.
Yeah.
Just confirming your virtual appointment for 7 tonight. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it.
Great, Kyle. I've got you
Booked.
down for a virtual appointment at 7 tonight.
Booked.
Looking forward to it. If you have any questions before then, feel free to reach out.
You'll just email me or text me a link over.
Yes, we'll send you a link via email and text before the appointment, just to make sure you have everything you need. Anything else on your mind?
Nope, that's it, man. Thanks.
You got it, Kyle. Thanks for your time. Talk to you later at 7.
All right, bye.
Boom. And he wrapped it up smooth too. That was a clean wrap up. Like he didn't
And he
drag it
didn't.
out or anything.
And as much as he was pushing for that appointment, if you noticed, he lightened up the pressure at the end. Tried to get him to book today, but also gave him an option for tomorrow,
Yeah.
which I think people appreciate. There's a fine line between too much pressure and pushy, and showing someone that you really just are trying to help them and
Yeah.
work with them personally. Um, so
Dude,
I
that's
thought
what
that
it
was
is.
pretty good. I
Between
say you
between
play the
casual and
next one.
pushy. Should we go to the next one?
I definitely say you play the next one because
All right,
that
let's
one,
try this one
All
out.
right,
just
bye.
for a good time.
It's for a good time. That one is
Just for
short.
a good time.
That's so
It's,
good.
it's short enough. I think our audience, our 20 people, will love that.
Yeah, awesome. Well, dude, yeah, we'll play it here. Anything else on the appointment setting on just how casual, but direct he was? I mean, there's a fine line between being needy, being casual, and helping the customer, right? There's a fine walking that tightrope is difficult, and this guy did it, right? Hey, I
For
did it.
solar companies,
So,
people are used to getting bombarded with calls, and apparently getting your door knocked. That's still a big thing out there in the
oh
solar
yeah,
world.
oh yeah,
Um, so as a solar company, I think this would be very helpful for you. You don't need to have your team sitting there calling, doing this all day long. This will do it 100 times, 1,000 times, 3,000 times, and it will not complain. And it'll be accurate each and every time. So it gives your company some consistency and a little bit of a branding.
and it won't even quit, because
And you
you know how setters be quitting all the time. He's run through setters. But all right, this one.
Let, let's do it.
Look at this guy, Enrico here. Enrico here with the jawline. Look at that guy. He's so good.
and you guys were supposed to do this like 3 months ago, and you guys haven't sent anybody out. And so I'm like, okay, you guys came to my house, installed the system, and now it's just like you guys are just leaving me out here. I'm making payments on something that doesn't work, and so I need you guys to come get my system operational before.
All right, little preface on this one. This one is just an angry customer calling in. So this is a customer support agent. So, and we've all heard if you ever worked in solar, you've heard this call a
Randy
thousand
knows.
times. Yep.
Before I come do something crazy to you guys.
I totally understand your frustration, Brian. It sounds like a really tough situation. I can help you schedule an electrician to come out and address any issues with your system. Once the electrician finishes, we can work on getting the inspection scheduled for the following day. I want to make sure we get this sorted out for you. How does that sound?
That's okay.
Great.
Yeah, let's schedule them up. When do I need to be home or? Can you do this without me being
Great.
home? Because I got to
We can help
work.
with that.
I'm not trying to take off work.
You don't have to be home for the electrician to come out.
Okay.
We can arrange. Great. Do you have a preferred day or time for the electrician to come by?
Yeah, whenever. Can you come out
Easy.
tomorrow?
Easy.
I can't schedule the electrician for tomorrow, but I can set it up for the day after.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do that.
Easy
All right.
peasy.
I'll get that scheduled for the day after tomorrow. Can I have your address to confirm the appointment?
Easy. It's that easy. And you know why? Because he answered the phone. That's all it took.
Answer the phone, remain calm, was empathetic of the situation, um, and so we could set this up for pretty much any business. I'm sure you can see how this can be beneficial in many, many ways. If you got a restaurant, especially I've seen pizza places, guys making pizzas, Friday night, line out the door, phone ringing, and I've seen someone pick it up and say, "Can you please hold?" And then I haven't seen them go back to that phone for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So there's a bunch of advantages to implementing this into your business. Um,
Like a bunch, like answering your phone. Because so one thing I noticed that when we ask around, kind of any business really, most businesses if they are above 80% pickup rate, for customer service specifically, if they're above an 80% pickup rate, they're like, yeah, we're pretty good. And so we talk to a lot of people who say we're at 82, we're at 85, and that's just because some people call it, let's say your business is closed at 5 or 6, they're calling 10 minutes later and they're not picking up those later 10-minute phone calls, right? And so if you're like, or they go on lunch at the same time, and so maybe you only have a couple customer service reps, and if one goes on lunch, you're gonna miss half your calls, right, for that hour. So things like just little things like that just add up, right? And you could just be at 100% pickup rates. Not
for sure.
hard.
And I tell a lot of companies, this is something that's a really good safety net. It's not something I don't think I would 100% rely on all the time. I mean, you could, depending on your volume. Um, Even if you did rely on it 100% of the time, the cost savings, as opposed to having a human that you have to pay, possibly give commissions to, provide insurance, workers' comp, uh, paying payroll, that all disappears by implementing this. So you're ended up paying what 40 cents a call, 30 cents a call, as opposed to you know dollars,
Yeah,
many dollars,
many
depending on how much
dollars.
you
Yeah.
pay these people, and then the taxes. Come on, the taxes. No one likes paying taxes. Although I'm hearing some people do because they're fighting these tax cuts. I don't get
So they
that
like
part.
paying taxes.
I guess some
Uh,
people like it, and good for them.
good for them. But all right, Chris. Anything else we need to wrap up about? Anything else special coming up?
Uh, Special. Let's see what's special coming up here.
I'll tell you what's special coming up. So this isn't for me. This is kind of for the industry as a whole. And I'll give you a little teaser because we're going to talk about this later this week about where the industry is actually going. So we're actually going to do that on Friday, about where the AI calling industry has been the last 6 months, year, and where it's going to be in the next 2 months, really 2 months to 6 months max. So we're going to do that on Friday. There are some, and I know everybody says like every 2 weeks AI just is so much better, but you guys won't. This isn't even on that level. Like it's on next level. So we're actually going to break down on Friday. We're going to break down, and I know we'll be on here Thursday too, but this is what we're going to do Friday. We're going to break down. It's the capabilities, right? It's not just the tech, but it's what people expect from the tech is what we're going to break down. So you guys won't
And
want to miss that. It's going to be pretty sick.
from what we saw, AI is being used in a bunch of different capacities, in the solar, roofing, HVAC,
Yeah.
construction. You name it. Everybody is trying to implement this. I think they've got the memo that if you don't have it, coming into the new year, you're going to be way, way, way behind your
It's real.
competition, and you will not be able to keep up. Even if you have door knocking teams, some of these AI applications can help that. You know, with electricians, solar especially. We saw this one app that was unbelievable. You type in your area, you can see all power outages that are going on,
That's true.
and now you have a target. You can see a whole neighborhood. All these people are sitting without power. You send your door knocking team out there. Boom, boom, boom.
Need a battery?
Knock on the door. Guess what? You need a battery. You need a solar system because you're
Yeah.
obviously on the grid. And I saw the red dot on the top of your house, and you got no power.
Yep.
So we can make that never happen again, and just like we can make missing phone calls never happen again.
Never happen again. So, love it. All right, we'll be back Thursday. You guys have a blessed day. And just
Like
enjoy
I
each other,
said,
man.
subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Aid Media Now,
Aid
Facebook
Media
Aid
Now
Media Now,
everywhere. Yep.
Aid Media Now everywhere. Go find us. Hit us up on LinkedIn. Hit us up on Instagram. Anywhere you want to hit us up, hit us up. We'll get back to you. Call our number. It'll pick up 100%
It'll
of the
pick up
time.
every
I
time.
promise you.
So,
100 of you could call and it'll pick up.
yeah. So, all right, everybody, have a good one.